Ninja Kamui is an anime I had high expectations for because of the first few episodes. The anime started off great, but then it went downhill after they introduced the mecha suits. The anime went from this to this. In my opinion, Ninja Kamui should have stuck to the classic ninja route. I understand in the description of the anime it says he must face off against trained assassins, combat cyborgs and rival ninjas to bring down the very clan that made him. Now when they said cyborgs, I thought they meant like the weaker enemies at the beginning of the anime. I didn't expect it to take over the second part of the anime so much. In the second half of the series, Higan has to fight Zai. Zai and Higan used to be part of the same ninja team before he abandoned his clan. It's kinda like Naruto and Sasuke all over again. But instead of Sasuke leaving the village, it's Naruto. The fight starts off with the two of them in their mecha suits, and during the fight, the suits gets destroyed. Then they started to fight each other normally, you know, like in the beginning of the anime where they would actually fight each other without any mecha suits. The fight could have been better in my opinion, but that's not the main problem. The main problem is with the final fight. The final fight is where Higan is supposed to fight his master, right? The writers was building that fight up from the beginning of the series, right? So you know most people that was interested in the series was looking forward to that fight, right? The writers decided to use the mecha suits for the final fight, and let me tell you, the fight looked like a cutscene out of a PS1 game. You know, I was expecting something like Obito vs Minato, or Goku vs Beerus, or Shawn Michaels vs Ric Flair. It felt like the animators used up all of their budget for the first few episodes to bait people in, and then they swapped to CGI at the last moment. Higan vs Zai was supposed to be something like Naruto vs Sasuke or Goku vs Vegeta. Higan vs Zai could have been so much better in my opinion. Higan vs Zai was supposed to be like a rival battle. It deserved more than what it got. The same thing applies to the final fight. Ninja Kamui doesn't have a bad story. In fact, its story is similar to Demon Slayer, and the reason people like Demon Slayer is because of the animations. And the same thing can be said about Ninja Kamui for the first few episodes. The problem is Ninja Kamui gave up on what that made it interesting to go a different route. I'm not saying the anime should be on the same quality as Demon Slayer, but what I'm saying is the anime should have stuck to what they showed us in the beginning, because that's what that made us like it. Because when I read discussions on Ninja Kamui, people are saying the same thing. It started off great, but then they dropped the ball. Ninja Kamui has great characters, a good story. It started off great, but the writers didn't execute the anime properly. And that's why I'm disappointed, because the anime had a lot of potential. A lot. In my opinion, I feel like the anime could have been way better than the way it was executed. But then again, that's just my opinion. But that's about it for me.